Hey everybody, this is David Streak. I don't know how long this is going to be, but okay, so you can see I'm on a highway. This is called Highway 8. So this is the Niagara Escarpment, as they call it. You know, so not to be mixed up with Niagara Falls. It's just Niagara is also kind of like an area too. So it's kind of like a protected area. So like thousands of years ago, maybe millions of years ago, icebergs would like whip through this area and kind of cut through the rock, and so then forming kind of this valley, which is called Dundas now, the town. So up there, I'll do a video from up there one day. That area is called the Peak. That's kind of up from where that waterfall where I showed you the other day. So you can actually stand up there and see the whole area, see the whole town, all the way out to Hamilton and the lake, Lake Ontario. So this is the kind of walk I do. My dad lives kind of at the top of this, right on the border. So I walk down. It takes about a half an hour just to get to kind of the start of the town. And then like I'm walking to like a little plaza. So this is what I do. And you know me, I always talk about how I like my sparkling wine. So I walk, it's about an hour, 15 minutes to an hour and a half in each direction. So I get basically a 2.5 hour to 3 hour walk in. So I basically am burning off the calories that I'm gonna drink. So that's what I do when I go down there or go down here. And yeah, you can't really see the view right now because this is all, they've had a lot of rain here and this is all kind of grown in. You see a little more as we go down. So that's just quickly overview here. Not too exciting. We're looking at a highway. And yeah, so then also what we'll do quickly is quickly the Fed cut rates 0.5 point. We're seeing a big rally in the markets. And yeah, so we're seeing a big rally in the markets. And I got out of shorts today in my paid part of the service. I lost a little. I was short some semiconductors. I lost about 10-15% on the trade. It happens, you know, about 10% of my portfolio is in it, so I lost 1 or 2%. I guess like one thing I've always done since 2009 is, and probably cost me money, I've so erred on the side of caution because, you know, I lost my ass in 2008 being in gold stocks. You can kind of see the town in the distance there. So anyhow, yeah, I just like err on the side of caution when it comes to these trades now. And you see there's also like some train tracks there. So anyhow, so I'm always like on the outside of caution. I'm always hedging. I know maybe some of you are tired of this, but I just know that when this thing actually falls apart, it's going to be worth it. And I have to be able to sleep at night. Like I don't mind, you know, I don't know if it costs me 2 to 3% a year. It's like whatever. It's like insurance on my house, you know, like I have to put a percent of my house down every year to buy insurance on my house. Same thing with your car, right? You have to pay your couple grand a year or whatever, and it's worth it for when you're actually something bad happens, right? So that's the way I view the hedging. But I had to take it off because I think now we're in mid-September. Doesn't look like anything's bad can happen. Looks like the Fed is cutting. Now the market really is starting to discount these big Fed cuts. And, you know, I've always believed in two things. Don't fight the Fed and don't fight the tape, right? The tape is going, the Dow transports are breaking out today. You know, I've talked about the Dow theory in the past. So the tape is breaking out. The Fed is cutting. I don't think it matters who wins the election. And remember, I've talked about all this government spending. Short-term government spending is positive because it adds to GDP. So until this actually, you know what, hits the fan, you know, that's going to kind of happen. So anyhow, anyhow, that's basically it there. So yeah, the Fed is cutting. You know, we're seeing the market rally. I added a couple those beaten up positions I like. So I'm playing it my way. I don't want to chase. I don't want to, like, you know, I know that's fun for some people, but I have 3 or 4 of these really beaten up positions. I've talked about Fubo in the past. That's one. Fubo's come off. I want to really wait till Fubo, the next earnings, which will be early November, because the problem is their antitrust trial won't begin for another year. So I think that's why some momentum's come out of the stock, because that's the real catalyst. But you know, which means that the trial result won't come to 2026. But remember, their earnings are going to be helped by the fact that these other companies cannot launch their streaming services, right? So, and, you know, then I got a couple other turnaround plays, which of course are paying subscribers. But I think the chart I'll put below this, I'll put the Dow there, or the Dow transports to show you that they're breaking out. So, yeah, we're seeing stuff break out, and you just can't fight that. So let's just, you know, I've got a couple small positions. You know, gold and silver doing great. There's a silver stock. I really like this. As you can see the Dundas here, and there's a golf course over there. So this, you got to walk under. You always got to watch it because there's really, you'll see no room to walk here. So I always have to kind of watch it here. So what I usually do is, if no one's really coming, and then you just kind of run, you know? Yeah. I've been doing this since I was a teenager. My knees are a little worse now, though. There you go. So, anyhow. Yeah, so we'll just end it on that. And oh, just a quick note here. This bridge down here, you'll see that's coming up. This little road. Because there are so many more people here now in southern Ontario. This bridge collapsed a couple of years ago, and they had to rebuild it. It was kind of nice because people couldn't, like, this leads right to my dad's house, so people kind of couldn't really take it. So when they couldn't take, like, this bridge, it had to take, like, a detour that goes a long ways away, and they couldn't drive past my dad's house, so it was, like, super quiet, you know. So anyhow, so yeah, Dow transport's breaking out, market breaking out. It looks like the Nasdaqs and semiconductors are actually breaking through the short-term downtrend. So, you know, just get out of the way. I own a couple positions, and like I said, there's one silver stock in particular, like it's up 7% today, that I think is going to go gangbusters here. So, you know, I'll talk to you later, everybody. Bye.